Alright. Hey guys, I just had a couple of people asking me how I wrote my song Good Times, and they were a bit curious, so I'm going to explain how it all happened. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so and stay tuned. All the bad times, all the best times. It started when I was busking back in Australia, Melbourne's Queen Victoria Market. I think I just came up with the chords first, and I just started jamming to it, vibing with it, yeah. And then eventually, sort of words and what I wanted to do with the story, the whole song, having good times. Right now I'm having snow times, and it's really cold, especially if you lived in a warmer country like Australia for like years. This is super cold. As you can see, I used to be a busker for a living. I used this weapon and another weapon called the loop pedal and a couple of other kind of tools, and I used them on spot to just create sounds and stuff like that. So basically I came up with these chords to make it very short for you guys. Then I just had to like come up with some sort of rhythm. So I came up with this. That, including with the guitars. And then I had to do some bass, because I always did my own bass lines, just on spot, just playing with the E string, you know, nothing too complicated. The other thing was, I think some just vocal harmonies and soloing over the top, over all of those, you know, layers. And that's how Good Times basically started. So after all of that, I had to come back down to the vocals and what I wanted to say in the song and what the song's basically about. So I had to actually find out where, you know, it suits my range and all that stuff. So I had to bring it down a couple of semitones to C, and to G, and to F. So these are basically the chords in the song, the only 3 chords that repeat. That's the entire song. The one I just played a second ago is basically this one that I've recorded onto my Logic Pro. The next section is basically the same chords, because the entire song's on the same 4 chords, or 3 chords rather. Recording that one that I just showed you guys is basically this one here. So for the rhythm, I had to basically do the same beatboxing that I did while busking back in Australia, mate. I had to do the same, you know, beatboxing, and to mimic the same sort of thing into the sound of real drums. And that was quite easy, really. It was just... You don't really even need to use your keyboard. You can just use your keypad on your laptop. Here, it works like this. For this section, I'll just use my keyboard real quick to put some sort of synth sounds in there, and I found this flute. Yeah, and that was basically one of the last things that I did on the song before sending it to Soheil, my producer, and he finished it off. But In total, it sounded like this. So now, after all of those, you know, Logic Pro stuff like layering guitars and drums and everything, I had to find someone to actually produce a song. Hello? Yes, it's Benya. Yes, I have the files. Can you do this? Okay, I'll send you the files now. So obviously that was my producer Soheil that I just called. We've actually been working on music together for about a year now. This guy's from Isfahan, Iran, and I always send him the files. He mixes and masters and produces the tracks. He puts a lot of input into the songs as well. Soheil himself is a rapper and a producer. And actually I'm gonna put on a tiny clip of his music in a second. Okay, so at GENVA Productions, we've actually got a lot of stuff planned, and for those who are watching this vlog, keep watching till the end because there's 2 surprises coming up, and I'm really excited to tell you those things. Together, we run GENVA Productions, which is basically me and Soheil working together, producing, writing music, mixing, mastering, and, you know, anything basically artistic. And we are actually expanding our team in terms of, you know, fashion and anything artistic, any artistic ideas really. To talk about the actual song a bit and its actual meaning behind it. This song came when I used to live in Australia, so the story to that is a bit complicated, but long story short is that as an Iranian, I went to Australia in a boat in 2012 and I became a refugee there. Well, not even a refugee, because refugee is a person who's been recognized. I was an asylum seeker for about 8 years without any rights, no study rights, no... I think I got my work rights after 4 years, like 3 years of living in Australia, which I could have had that from the beginning. But anyways, Good Times was a song that I wrote to have good times, you know. I didn't see my mother for like years, and I couldn't travel, do nothing. I had basically no rights. I basically didn't exist in a way. But I had really good Australian friends that eventually became my family, you know? And long story short again, the song just really represents having good times, and the reason that I said I want to go back to good times is because I felt really being trapped there, you know? It was a difficult lifestyle. It was like The Walking Dead, just survive. There was no living, just survival mode the entire time. And I think there are still people there, like my friends. Like I happen to be in Berlin right now because I was lucky enough to, you know, to come here. But there are still people there within the same conditions, within the same visas, and the same way of being treated, everything. And they haven't seen their parents. And I know people that had to have like their weddings without the parents, like, I mean, with the parents being on Skype, on the internet, seeing that, you know, kids getting married only because they went to Australia on a boat. But anyways, to give you a headache, Good Times really is just about having good times and freedom and peace and all that kind of stuff that I don't think much people care about nowadays. I thought I'd just give you guys a bit of a storyline to that song, and I hope you guys really enjoy that song and support what we do at GENVA Productions, and, you know, and on my channel as well. You see, this is where the video was started, but this is a really cool abstract, you know, place to come to and use these guys and sort of try to make sense with them in a way. But yeah, from here we just traveled through, I think with the underground. We went to different parts of the building, the wall area. Actually, I want to talk about the person that helped with the video, Marcus. Actually put a link down in the description for his website as well. It was great, it was great. He had really great vision of the video, even though we shot this entire video in one day. And we had no plan, no clue, nothing, we didn't know anything. We just went over, just like, yep, let's do the video, and that's it. But shout out to Marcus, you did great, man, thank you. This guy really liked Good Times. he was asking me about where it's going to come out on Spotify. The link tree on my Instagram and all the places, I'm going to leave it in the description. It's going to take you to Spotify, SoundCloud and YouTube and all those platforms. And you can find it there too. Thank you. Hello there. Can I use your studio to record my song, please? I could, thank you, bye. Okay guys, so now let's talk about who I actually recorded the song with. So I found this guy on Berlin's musician page on Facebook. His name is Stefan and he's got a really good studio. I went there. We actually recorded the entire song in 3 hours. Oh yeah, so we're just doing the harmony section there. When the word "in time" comes, you sing "in time, in time, I really wanna go." My girlfriend Anna actually did the backing vocals there too, which actually happens to be related to the surprise coming up later on. I was very professional, he knew what he was doing. I went to the vocal booth and I had the tracks all layered there, everything was ready, prepared. I'm definitely going there for the next song that we're working on, which is actually happens to be the first surprise. So we've got a new song coming out, it's called 24/7. I'm going to show you a tiny peek of it in a second.
I just know that you are beautiful, you already know. I wanna be whatever you want.
Do you know what the code of success is? Because I do. Basically 2, 6, 6, 9, 0, 6, and 4. Oh, hi. Is this the success place I'm calling? Oh, that's GENVA Productions. Nice. So can you, if I ask you, can you show me a glimpse of your future? That was nice. Alright guys, so yeah, that's gonna be one of the you know, future projects is coming up with GENVA Productions later on with Helen. It's one of the first artists that we're going to be working on together with her song that you just heard, and I think it's going to be amazing. Can't wait for that one. Hey guys, well thank you so much for watching the first vlog that we did today. That's pretty much it for today. There's all the links in the description, so let me know in the comments if I should do any other, you know, guitar or piano videos or anything related to that, and we'll see you next time. Thank you again. Cheers. Wanna have some good time.